people are doing that assessment,
pressure on the current.
When people are doing the assessment, they do not separate that period when we didn't have the numbers to do anything from the period when we have the numbers and have actually proven that we can do something. So within the year 2021 and 2022, my brother, we have resisted things. In fact, even with the last budget, because of our numbers, we shut down a number of things that they wanted to do.
Including the debt exchange program. But here we are again. I mean, the program is on.
But I just want that to sink in. That when people are assessing the 8th Parliament, yes, it is an NDC minority that has continued, but it is not the same composition. And so the expectation should be different. I mean, clearly, with our numbers now, for example, when people fault us with regard to how some ministers got passed, it is a fair criticism because they shouldn't have. I was sitting on the appointment committee and we recommended that they must be rejected. In fact, Honorable Haruna Dusu, minority leader, was part of the appointments committee. The Honorable Muntaka was part of the appointments committee. We recommended that those ministers should not be passed. But on the floor, they had more numbers.
So the
criticism is to all of us who didn't do our work to ensure that we got more numbers to kick them out, just as we marshaled ourselves to get more numbers to get the speaker in office.
Okay,
it's a fair criticism.
So it is wrong for anyone to assume that you are part of the reason we have Ken Ofori Atta, who is a burden now on the people of Ghana.
It is fair.
It is fair for anyone.
It is fair for anybody to assume because we had the opportunity, and even in the case of Ofori Atta, the entire appointments committee is also blamable because and in fact the entire party. I mean, there are certain things you cannot, put out. But trust me, it was not just a decision of the minority to allow Ken Ofori Atta to pass. Anybody who tells you that in our NDC party is lying to you. It wasn't. It wasn't. Personally, I mean, when the decision was taken, I raised objections to it. At the meeting where the decision was taken, I raised objections to it. And the person who came to meet the appointments committee to give that directive is aware that I raised objections to it. But that was a party decision. And so we fell in line. We vetted Ken Ofori Atta, and then he was passed. The party is blamable. If anybody thinks that it was a wrong decision, the party is blamable. But the party had very good reasons for, giving that directive. And I respect those reasons. But I'm saying that, so when we are assessing some of these things, there's a need for us to disintegrate them. I mean, I can understand why when some people, based on the available information to them, are unable to disintegrate some of the issues. But some of them are disintegratable. For example, when you assess, like I said, the 7th Parliament, it is known to everybody that we didn't have the numbers to stop certain things. I mean, the 8th Parliament, it is known that we have the numbers to stop certain things. So when we fail to stop it and people criticize us, it is a fair criticism.